Hi there, my name is Tamara Young. Welcome to my channel. Today is August 5th. It feels like the 4th because it's really late. It's around like 1:45 a.m. I'm stalling a little bit, so welcome to my channel. This is a new channel. I am a channel. I have been a tarot reader and medium in New York City since 2004. I'm like, how do I get started doing this? First of all, I don't want a strike on my channel. I know there are certain topics that we aren't supposed to discuss, and I don't want to offend YouTube. And I also don't want to be like overly dramatic. But anyway, I was called to do this reading. I've been called to do this for a while, a long time, since the beginning of the big C. So I live in New York. So I've been wanting to do this since March. But I also didn't have a channel, so I just started my channel. If you like, most of my channel is going to be reads. For now, most of my channel, I'm going to be doing reads of each zodiac sign for every month. So I just finished my August 2020 reads. Okay. Anyway, I'm very long-winded, so I apologize for that. Okay, so the big C. Also, I'm sorry for my appearance. I was very busy today. I wanted to look really nice, and they were like, no, do it now. So I took my marching orders. Okay. So I think the best way to start this, I did write down some messages that I've been receiving. And I believe the messages are from Spirit. So from my guides, Archangel Michael, I think Mother Nature, Mother Earth. So anyway, I think the best way to do this is for all of us, for anyone watching, let's start with a little prayer and meditation. I know I need to calm down. I'm still riding on the full moon in Aquarius energy. So if you're having any ideas, any insights, I really recommend writing them down. Okay. Everyone, close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. I think they have me do this late at night because the energy just drops. I have more of a channel. Relax your eyes. Relax your third eye. Relax your jaw. Okay, relax your arms, your hands. Relax your toes. Dear God, dear Jesus, dear Archangel Michael, Daddy, Mama, Freddie, Eric, Mr. Rogers, Mother Earth, and anyone who would like to come through. What would you like everyone to know about the Big C? This big event of 2020 that has changed our world. Okay, so first of all, they're saying that they're sorry. They apologize to everyone who has lost loved ones, who has lost their job, who is sick, that still has residual symptoms or hardships. We really feel for you. And they're recommending that you pray. And they also want to tell you that if you pray, listen to what they say. Listen, if you want to pray to someone specific, ancestor, a relative who has passed, keep praying and listen to what they say. It may come in a song, it may come in a dream. You can be specific as to how you would like the message. Be very specific. Tell them you'd like them to come in a dream and to wake you up. Okay, so I believe most of you know of The Secret. That idea, I don't know when The Secret came out, but there was this idea, and a lot of people were influenced by it, that what you think and what you say and what you when you're clear about what you want, you're able to manifest it. So they're giving me that initially, saying that that is true. And also, if you're very religious, they want you to not be offended by this intuitive read or tarot cards. You know, you have to be, excuse me, I need some tea. you have to be very careful, and take everything with a grain of salt. But every religion, well, almost every religion believes in prayer, and these sort of practices, like what I'm doing. I'm a medium. I'm a tarot reader. It is just trying to get the answers. And Spirit is saying, yes, like, please, when you pray, listen for the answers, and it's okay. I am not, sorry, let me fix the camera. I am not a soothsayer, like it says in the Bible. I am not a fortune teller. I just pray to Spirit, and then I listen to answers, and then I give those answers to other people. Spirit also wants you to know that we have free will. And then I personally want to remind you that almost all of the religions believe that we have free will. So we have a few energies going on. We have us asking for things, praying, saying things out loud, manifesting, like in The Secret. And then we have free will, which is like, I could pray to God to get something, and then I could jump off a bridge. So that's a horrible example. I'm sorry. Anyway, they wanted to bring up The Secret just so you'd have a reference that, yes, people pray, the collective prays, people worldwide pray, and people say things worldwide, and they also say things like in their inner voice. So if you put it all together, we have power. We have a lot of power, and there's power in our thoughts. There's power in our words, in our deeds, in our laws. So I'm just going to tell you some of the things collectively that they've heard. I'm so exhausted. Well, they want to give you time to rest. So they're giving me answers. That was a major collective. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I can't do this anymore. I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. Well, we were shown that we can, we will. We have to stick together. I'm so sorry, my voice gets really hoarse sometimes. This is too much. This is another thing that they heard from people all the time. This is too much. It's too much. Too many things go. It's too much. We're not profiting. I feel like I can't make a little mistake. Everything will go wrong. More. Now this is an energy of people, just more profit, less time, more profit, less time. One more thing, just one more thing. We can squeeze in one more thing. And they're saying, no, you can't. They want us to think about most of the, they're saying most of the religions have built-in holidays and fasting and rules. Now, it's not because they're prudish or they want you to suffer. Jesus isn't getting some sort of thrill about you not eating meat. What that was designed for is for, think about it, like Lent is 40 days, Ramadan. I'm not familiar with every single religion, I'm sorry. It's not out of disrespect, because I do respect all religions. Those traditions, the fasting, so think about, okay, let's think about Lent as an example. It's, you give up something for 40 days. The idea was that you'd maybe give up something that you might be addicted to. So these sort of original rules or laws or ideas were designed for our benefit. So that maybe if we had an addiction, and we get, actually, I do believe addictions are like, they ask you to give it up for 30 days maybe. So if you gave up something for 40 days, then you would maybe no longer be addicted by the end. So that's one example. Holidays are a good example of resting, of being with family. Because I wrote some things down too. So this is a mixture of what I'm hearing right now, what I wrote down, what Spirit has been telling me. So forgive me, because when Spirit talks, it's a lot. It's like being at a crowded party. So what they're saying is many of our traditions worldwide and holidays are not sacred anymore. They're not punishing us, but breathe. That's what they're saying. Breathing room. Those things created breathing room. And also something to look forward to. Let's go back to things they heard. I'm so bored. I'm so anxious. It was a general feeling of not. They're telling me that song, and I'm trying to interpret it. I'm just gonna tell you guys, I can't get no satisfaction. I think I'm being too serious in this read. I'm sorry, but I really want to be respectful. But they're like, I can't get no. Hey, hey, hey. I'm sorry. I'm holding my camera too, but I don't want to be graphic. But they are not judgmental at all. But the constant doing, internet, work, sex, without a lot of depth. Yes, okay, robots. They don't want us to become robots. We are human. They want us to have the human experience. We all have different life paths, but they want us to experience balance, and the emotions were disappearing, joy, love. A lot of the younger generation was suffering a lot. A lot. A lot. There are words that I can't use. I'm just gonna tell you what they heard from some of the kids. I'm tired. I don't want to go to school. I'm afraid. And you know, the things that they were afraid of. Very adult, very scary things. They're saying this is not to not have your children educated or to not have your children in school. This is a pause. It's like a, you know, when you go on a diet, a very strict diet, you get really strict and then you find the middle. So from this point on, we're going to find the middle. And humanity has been reset many times. And it's not to punish. It is not to hurt. They're saying that the people who have passed, their souls, I feel like someone may be tuning in who I don't want to shock, but their souls sort of volunteered. So if you want to maybe see them as a hero, you can. In most tragedies, souls volunteer to elevate the consciousness of humanity. This read isn't for one religion. I connect personally to Jesus and Archangel Michael. I didn't grow up religiously, so that's a story for another day. It came to me, not it, but those two energies, that's a story for another day, but I'm not a born-again Christian. Anyway, so this is for all religions. These messages are for humanity. And I'm really sorry if I'm upsetting anyone. This is meant to actually help you understand and to create a sense of peace. also what I am doing, you all can do yourself. I just chose, that's another story for another day. Okay. Let's go, and I'm gonna see if they want to tell me any more. There's just a lot of fear. Actually a lot of joking and just joking about the apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse. If you say things enough, you'll see you can manifest it. Not that we're having a zombie apocalypse, but things like, a lot of the younger generation are looking into canning and pickling and feeling like maybe they wanted to sort of go back to learning how to do things like that. And that may be a result of this. I know 400,000 people have left. I'm in New York City right now, have left the city, and it's a trend throughout the world. And some people are leaving big cities and they're going to become farmers and or at least live a more natural life. We're going to be experiencing some minimalism, and the more positive we can be about this. And they're also saying if you want to live in a city and you really like the glamorous life, and that there are, that's okay. But as far as the collective goes, we're just going to have more balance. So don't feel like you're being judged if you like nice things. The trends are going to change, at least for a while. But you can still, if you have a flair, if you're very artistic and creative, you can still work with that. You're not gonna have to, they're telling me like, I'm older, so they're making references like, was it a Holly Hobby or a Little House on the Prairie? Yeah, no, please. We don't have to go that far. They're saying kind of like, if people spread out, we might be, yes, America, there has been also, okay, they're saying that there was kind of like a rumor that America was overpopulated, and they're saying that is not true. America and many places worldwide are underpopulated. Yes, there are countries that are overpopulated, and the natural is going to happen, and we need to do it peacefully. The people from overpopulated countries are going to slowly integrate with places that are underpopulated, and it's a good thing. We need people. People need people. People who need people. What is that from? Are the luckiest people. I think it's like Barbara. They do this all the time. They just, anything that they can have me sort of grasp onto so that I know what they're talking about. So if I bust into song, first of all, I can't sing. Secondly, I'm sorry, but I sing anyway. But it's a short life. But like Barbara Streisand, like people who need people. What is that? Are the luckiest people. Anyway, we need each other, and that's what they're saying. And this is not political, of course, legally, all that stuff. They're saying respect for all of that, for laws and everything, yes. The younger generation might do it a little bit differently, but they're saying they respect boundaries, and we're slowly going towards working on that. I don't want to say too much about that. But there's so many things that Spirit is proud of, that humanity is doing. So this is not a punishment, it's just a reset. So people in the spiritual community have been talking for years. I can't remember when I first got on YouTube, but they've been talking for years about the event. And many thought it was going to be like connection with like ETs or something like that. But people had talked about it for so long that they gave up on it. Like I think it was, some of them did. It was probably about a year ago that I just stopped seeing people talk about it. And then look what happened. They're really comforting me. And they want all of us to feel comforted. And they're hoping you can see what has personally benefited you. And this is not out of disrespect. There are many people who are going through a lot of hardship right now, and they understand that. And they're asking you to pray. Pray for yourself and pray for those people. Because the intent was not like mass suffering. Okay. Maybe, honestly, maybe a little bit of suffering, because that may have also been some people's life paths or a way for them to reset. Okay, so let me see some other things I wrote down. Okay, so I'll never catch up. I never see my parents. People were frustrated with commuting. So many people complained about kids today, and they don't know how to suffer, and they have too many choices. And the kids took that on too. And some of that might be a little bit true. Some younger adults would ask if love existed. Hookup culture was getting out of control. This is not a judgment. This is not fire and brimstone. This is just saying it's imbalanced. There was a lot of unsanitary practices with animals, and people were really crossing boundaries. Think of all of think of what happened right before this. The pictures of people on airplanes putting their bare feet up on right behind somebody's head, walking into the lavatory on an airplane with bare feet. Like, we haven't had a big scare in a long time, and people got very unsanitary. And this is going to help people with sanitation. This is going to help with boundaries. Your person is important. Your space is important. Your hygiene is important for how you feel, how healthy you are, how long you're going to live. So this is helping with that. And a lot of people were being bullied at school and at work. This is going to help with that. Oh yes, they're saying the people going around licking ice cream. Yes, that was gross and really scary. Nobody can do that now. We're wearing masks. I'm not happy about wearing a mask, but nobody's going to go into a supermarket now. I mean, yeah, the crazies will, but it's really going to stand out. It's really like, it's not going to be like a trend. Yeah. Sorry if I'm talking in platitudes and these things can be argued, but you know, okay, so things that I wrote down that they don't want us to become robots. I've already said that. Breathe. So many things are related to breath. So many kids were developing asthma because of pollution, secondhand smoke. Many people are quitting all kinds of smoking. And for some younger people and certain cultures, they were way too into smoking. You know, the stuff that was just legalized, it's fine in moderation, but because there was such a pushback, people were doing that every day. And that may alter their real life path. You know, if you want to be a doctor, you really can't, you know, accomplish a lot doing that every single day. Now that can be argued too. It's, you know, this is all generalized because we're talking about humanity. If you're someone who's extremely anxious and, you know, you do that. So yes, there's caveats to everything. Family issues. Too much waste. Too much pollution. Mother Earth couldn't breathe. And then what did we have right in the middle of all of it? A person, I'm not going to say the name, a person who passed, who couldn't breathe. It's all connected. And that person is a, you know, a spiritual hero. I don't want to get too far into that because that may be upsetting, but the person, the soul, sacrificed so that all of those events could happen after. And they don't want those events to get carried away. They want the point to be made, and laws and retribution and respect and all of that to be an outcome of that man who couldn't breathe. That's what they want to come out of it, not they're not shaming for what happened, but they're asking for balance in that situation too. It had to happen, and it was justified, some of the events that happened after. Okay. Mother Nature, Mother Earth is very hurt by us. Very, very hurt. And she's asking us for our help. And, this isn't to give up everything of the modern world. In fact, they're they're saying they're very proud of most of our advances. They just want us to be more environmentally friendly. And just less pollution, waste, and to just be aware of what we're doing to the environment, and we need balance in that area. And they're hoping that more people ride bikes, and they're recommending in all countries that can do it, like to have bike paths throughout, like they're showing me like a bike path that extends through the states, where you could honestly ride a bike from one part of the country to another. Bicycling is going to get very popular, and that was an outcome of this. Okay, I'm looking at the time. I know there are things that I've forgotten, so since I have this channel, and it's my channel, it's my channel. Okay, I'm gonna sing, but I think if I know I will, but if I get more messages, I'm just gonna come on and make another video. But that's it for now. Some metaphysical reasons that we had the big C, and again, they are apologizing. They want you to know that Spirit is always with you. So just pray, and they've got me all worked up. Just pray, and be good to yourself, be good to your family, and also try to reach out, no matter what your religion, your spirituality, your economic status, or if a Republican or a Democrat is in office. Just know that you can do something. You can help someone. You can help one homeless person, even if they're all messed up. You can still just do the gesture. You can foster an animal. You can go in your neighborhood and clean up, all kinds of things. Anyway, I'm getting a little worked up, so I'm gonna go, and let me know if you have any questions or anything you'd like to add. All right, I'm gonna say good night because I'm a night person, and I worked. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into that, but anyway, bye. Love you. Bye.